highly recommended. I'll be recommending it to the club along with the previous night's one. Good food. We ate out on the balcony last night, or sorry, terrace that overlooks the fields over that side. They got bee hives and things around here. You can have a wander around. Steve and Paula, who arrived the day early on their unwell BMW, they've decided just to go main routes and try to avoid heat and traffic. Apparently it's fine if you just keep moving, so right, let's get cracking. It's 186 miles, so not a huge distance, but a good ride. And near the end we've got Garmisch-Partenkirchen, which is really pretty. Stayed there before. Again, obviously quite a ski area in Garmisch. Very pretty. And their claim to fame, there's also the Zugspitze mountain, which I've mentioned on a previous video when we stayed there. I think it was the Alps with altitude, or maybe it was the later one actually, the one we stayed in. Hold on, let me concentrate on this for a minute. It was a very lovely hotel there, so even though she was a little bit stern, she did look after us. It was lovely. And if only you could smell the manure being sprayed onto the fields here, particularly strong this morning. So back onto the road we approached from. Yeah, lovely hotel. What else is there to report on that one? Oh yeah, best shower. It's got one of these, the overhead showers, much like the previous hotel, but this one is mega powerful. It's definitely a high-powered pumped version. I've never experienced an overhead that actually works in quite the same way. Small things make me happy. We're up for a fabulous day's ride. So once we get onto a bit more, it's no motorways, it's just all across country, so it's more or less a direct but non-motorway, non-main roads route I've chosen. So I'll show you more once we get going and then get out of this sort of urban environment. And as you can hear, I'm still a bit throaty. Bit of a white lie there where I said it was no motorway. There's about 6 miles from the hotel on the A1 towards Salzburg, and we're going to take the 274 turn off to Thalgau, Thalgau. So we just got off the A1 and this is the L117. As you can see, it's a more winding but still fast road, so we can crack on along here. Just past Philip. He must have been waiting for the other two that were in his contingent, so I don't know where they were because we didn't see him on the A1. Let's turn left here. I think it's towards Villars. I'll tell you the road number in a second. Just thought you'd like to see this bit further along the same road. Got this body of water to my right, but we've got some nicely wiggly surfaced roads here. So we're just climbing this road out of Harlein, is it? H-A-L-L, I think is E-I-N. This could be interesting. Got to focus on this bit. Yeah, it's no number to this road, obviously. Wonder why I put it up here. Oh, it's just that little bit there, it's a bit nadgery. Makes it interesting for people to get up into the mountain roads. Lovely, look at that. Mountains there. This is an alpine road for sure, isn't it? Ah, here we are, Zill. Z-I-double-L is this village. If you're interested in pinpointing where I am. Careful, children. Makes it more interesting, doesn't it, than main roads? After a couple of miles we came to the B305, which is what we're on now. I need fuel, and I'd like a coffee stop as well, so we'll see what this one further up the road offers. Yeah, that was just a little cut through road, obviously, that was suitable to pop us here over onto this road. Nice little interlude anyway. Worked out. It's a bit sharp and a bit hilly, that first bit. All doable. More mountains in the distance. Everybody's abiding by the speed limits along here. So I will too, just in case. And we've just joined the Alpenstrasse. Police helicopter sitting in the field to our left back there, so they're obviously waiting for an opportunity. Cracking bit of road. And this is the B21. I'm heading to fuel. I think this is still on my route, but anyway, I've programmed in the nearest fuel place because I haven't got a huge range. This is about 5 miles to the next fuel stop, assuming it's open. I think Philip's caught up with us again. Don't know where his little crew is. Oh, there's the mic. Takes about 20 seconds to fire up this one. So we're at the 136 miles to go point. Just had a quick fill up. On we go. Still snow on the top of the mountains around here. It's 10:30 and it's 29 degrees. Wow. This B178, great bit of road. Lovely flowing. Just sit here at 65 and just enjoy the bends. Let's just enjoy it. The alpine vistas. Let's see if I can find a pharmacy here. It's large enough. I'm completely out of ibuprofen, which I need for my neck, mostly. Right, that's the pharmacy hunt sorted. Right, towards Innsbruck next. We're in the village of Blur. No idea. I'll put it up on screen. I'm sure I can work it out later. Let's go this way. So this is the 178. Forgot to mention a shout out. I was in that petrol station and a gentleman in a white Mercedes pulled in to say hello. You'll know who you are if you're watching this. So thank you for coming across and saying, I believe you were saying, you watch my channel. So thank you for the views, and thank you for coming and saying hello. It always amazes me if someone stops me, recognises me, or spots the name of the channel. That blows me away. So thank you very much, sir. Put your name down in the comments below so I know who you are. I've now discovered what you probably read in the paper. I haven't read a paper or looked at the news since coming away, so I didn't know about the Indian airplane crash. One survivor, you may remember that because the time this vid comes out it's probably known. And apparently there was a shooting and several people were killed in Austria, I think, so there was several days of mourning, so I guess that's why there were so many people around from Monday of this week. It's now Saturday, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. I haven't read the news, I don't know exactly what happened, but now I understand why the roads were so busy with people. I should keep up to date with news really when I'm away, but I like to immerse myself in the actual tour. I mean, that's the whole point, get away, forget about any other worries and in the world. That's why I do it anyway. Just another little aside, I was riding through a village or town yesterday, and I saw a sign for a business, and I thought that was quite amusing, and the company name was Grim Room Designs. Don't think I'll call them out. It's amazing what amuses you when you're out on the road all day. In the village of Wurgl, it's never going to be pronounced like that, is it? It's an easy ride because of the mainish, straightish roads, well, you know, curvy roads, but you know what I mean, from touring purposes. Too many distractions through here. Watch the junctions. Welcome back. We're on the B171, heading towards the centre of this valley here. Just thought I'd give you a quick update really. We're on the lookout for a nice restaurant in a nice location, not on the main road hopefully. So quick update, we just joined the B181 and we've got trip to data 79 miles from here, and it's only 12:15, so I think we've got enough time. Let's have a lunch somewhere. That's the next priority. More lovely roads, getting a bit of height on this one though, so we should find something with a bit of a view. That's the plan anyway. Something to look at over your lunch. Lovely chicken salad. Not the cheapest place in the world, as you can imagine. Better the view, the higher the prices. Let's get out of here. B181, that's what we're on. Probably what we were on before. You might want to see a little bit of this view along here. I'll put that camera on as well, just so it captures that to the side of me. What's going on? Oh, there we are. New batteries in, so yeah, I can't see on my screen which body of water that is, but it's nice. It's a deep green, isn't it? Number of boats out, my goodness. So we're on the L181 still here, and as I said before, if anybody wants these routes with the hotels in them, send me an email at yarromoto@gmail.com and I will happily send them to you for a donation of £10 to the Cancer UK Fund. That's all I ask. You can share the routes amongst your many friends thereafter, or if you need some help with some just a general advice on how to plan something out and how to start, where to go, then contact me and I'll provide the same service for a small donation. Right, 4.5 miles of this along here. Welcome back. B307. That's even warmer today. That's 32.5 on my dash. Let's cruise, man. Let's just cruise. Thought you'd like to see this road. Anyway, that body of water is still it's petering out down here, but it's quite a large body of water. It's very popular today with cyclists, motorcyclists all hanging out there by the bridges, rather than riding this wonderful road. Wonder why that is. Alright, magnets on. Who's this up ahead? Not one of ours, I don't think. The only pair riding together is really Harry and Tom, I think, in our group. Well, I don't think I've actually seen them on the road. Sorry, I haven't come across them on route any particular day, I don't think. Oh, I feel so much better now I've had that ibuprofen. Cures most ailments. What's going on here? Busy, busy. Wow, busy. 2 bikes, please. Huh? 2 bikes. Okay, he's there somewhere. Yes, okay. Can I pay card? Yes. How long is this? How many kilometers? That's 13. Oh, okay. Can't remember if I've done this one before. I've done a funny little one through the woodland before. Anyway, this is what it's like. And it continues. We've still got 3.4 miles to do of this. Quite nice winding through here. Not too much traffic coming the other way, but it is two-way traffic. Oh, having said that, here come a whole load of bikers. Did something similar to, oh, maybe that was in France. I don't know why this is a toll road, but anyway, must be private land or something, and they opened it to the public for those who want to use it. You've got this what's the remnants of a river down here, but I guess when it's when you get all of the meltwater, it must thrash down here because it's a very wide river basin there. Well, I say it's probably 50 foot across, something like that. Churns a few stones down there, I bet. This little village just as we came out of that toll lane, let's call it. Colourful walls, aren't there? 41 miles to go at this point. It's 34 degrees. Good God. It's getting warmer as we head back towards the UK. Had to follow that Jeep all the way through there because every time there was an opportunity, he appeared to deliberately block any space for me to come past. No idea why he was like that, but didn't allow me through. Welcome back. We're on the B2 heading towards Garmisch right now. This is more or less the centre of well, outskirts of Garmisch. Big place actually, but we're just flying through. Thought you might like to look at this, see what's what, what's where and what's how. To my left is the highest, I think it's the highest mountain in Austria there. So this is the 19 miles to go point after Garmisch. You've got this lovely winding road here. As you probably saw, you're also competing with the train that runs down here, so we got tagged in 2 of the crossings, so I'll put a little bit of a spurt on to get ahead of it. Well, here we are, going into Route proper. R-E-U-T-T-E. River. Very blue. Well, that was a hot day. It went up to I think I saw 35, certainly saw 34. Tried to get into that one. Couldn't get any bookings in there. Speed box here. Oh, too fast. 19 miles an hour up here. In the village of Wangle. They're into tax evasion, I think, here. They asked for all of their bar bills to be paid, all drinks to be paid for only in cash, please. It wasn't an option actually. All bar bills will be paid in cash. I don't know, it's up this way.
Good morning. I forgot to give you a roundup of the room last night. My voice is getting worse, I'm sorry. So this is the hotel at Route, and as my particular room, we've got a bit of a balcony. I think most of them have got some sort of balcony. I'm on the first floor here actually, but so another spacious twin room, plenty of seating area there, table for editing on, etc., hanging space, and shower room, perhaps not up to the same latest standards as the previous 2 hotels, but very practical. Food's all right, and yeah, I'd recommend it. It's up on the side of the town.
So yeah, 8:10 starts, and I've got Philip, Tony, David, and Alan following me. Welcome back. This is the L69 out of route. This has turned out really nice. It was forecast to be rain today, but perhaps we'll catch it later as we get towards Heidelberg in Germany. Sorry with my voice this morning, it's just got even worse. I don't know if hay fever there in the mountains position or what, but definitely worse again today. But hopefully it'll get better during the course of the day. A bit of forced induction air on it might help. Back, we're on the OAL3, which I think is a continuation. We've had a few turns, but it's a continuation of where the road number I was on before, I think. But this is quite pretty through here. Look at this for a bit of road. I have to say, today's route has been very nice and flowing, especially when you go to these German roads. They know how to make nice bends. My GPS has actually come back on song, but I'll leave Philip to do the duties for the time being, I think. He can then decide when they want to stop for coffee. See if this fuel stop is a proper fuel stop. The rest of them want to crack on. They didn't fancy coffee there as I did. Seems we've stopped. Saves another stop later, doesn't it? But it's Sunday. Got to take what you can get. See if they find one down the road. Premium petrol. All good. Lovely lady in there. She helped us out. She spoke more English than I spoke German, so that was all good. Just thought you'd like to see this old Audi. Smells like a two-stroke Audi from, I guess that's 50s or 60s or something like that. He was going for it along the main road before we got here. I was doing X amount and he was not doing a lot less than me. That means 70 plus. Does smoke a bit, but that's why I think it's a two-stroke. Smells a bit funny. Yeah, he's off. It's either restored or it's just very well looked after. I don't think I've ever seen one before. Audi 100. Can I read the rest of it? No, I can't. S. Or is it 1000S? 1000S. Looks like. Anyway, 174 miles to go at this point. It's 29 degrees. The rain has stayed away, so maybe we're going to get lucky. Something very bizarre going on. This is the first route that I've had issues with. Just joined the B492 with 141 miles left. It was chucking it down with rain, so I had to put all of my gear on. And then it brightened up and all again, so hot. So I've taken everything off. Oh, that's nice. So I've taken everything off again. Opened the vents. I was just getting cooked inside all of that. So we're 63 miles from the destination. We're on the B19 at the moment. The other guys had decided to stop at a nice roadside place, but the lady was saying it's a minimum of 16 euros for whatever you want. I didn't want a sit down meal as we get so well fed in the evenings, so I've pushed on. Alan's pushed on somewhere ahead of me. He decided faster than I did. Changed all the batteries, so I'm now ready to go all the way back, I think. We're in Waldhausen, Waldhausen. Yep, there's another waypoint up here, so this is back onto our route that we got off a few minutes ago. Looks like the route's barred, but we're going to give it a go, see what happens. But I can see a flag waypoint just up ahead of us. 3 kilometres, it is shut. Last piece to camera today. It's starting to rain, and I think it's going to be wet all the way to Heidelberg, so I'm going to take off the front helmet camera to save the electrics. See you in Heidelberg. So, yeah, it's been pouring it down with rain. Now, of course, it's sunny. So we are 0.7 mile from the Marriott. I've just come off the main motorway. So I gave up on the route because it's just persisting down. And I just wanted to get here. I'm soaked. So they're on my left, so we just have to go up to the end here and turn around. Right, we've made it to the Marriott Hotel. Apologies, Sam. We're just at bathroom, usual equipment. Is it a shower? Yeah, a shower. Not as you'd think Marriott would be. This isn't as posh as some of the other hotels we've been in. All the usual hanging space. What do we got here? Fridge, big twins, TV, working area, and a view of the river from here. Hope you can see that through the window. What time did we arrive here? So it's about 3:30. I abandoned my route when it started chucking it down because it looked like it was going to be in for the rest of the day. Sorry about the voice, not getting any better. And I jumped on the motorway to here for the last 60 miles. So I think even if you did the full route, you would still get here quite early, so you could actually do a more extended one, or get here early in the afternoon and have a walk around. It's probably the best thing to do. Alright, catch up with you later. Let's hope it's going to be dry in the morning for our last ride back into the Belgian countryside for our last night at the first night's hotel. See you then. Cheers now. Let's go. Take care, my friend. So we all said goodbye to Sam, who's he's got a relative who's at uni here, and others are flying in from India to meet with him. So he's staying a few nights in Heidelberg to catch up on family. The rest of us head to our last stop at the first night's hotel in Belgium, which is on the outskirts of Heidelberg, just 4 miles from the hotel. But I thought you might like to see some of the architecture as we drive through this part of the city. Again, apologies for my voice. Doesn't seem to be getting better, seems to be getting worse now. All but a couple of the riders have already left this morning, so might stand a chance of catching up with Philip and his entourage. And this is just a little bit further on. It's 212 miles to go. Starting to get out into the countryside. It's an interesting bridge. Bit of architecture here. Not sure which river this is, but I'll take a guess that it's the Rhine. Yes, it is Worms. And we're on the L398, which is a little cracker, as you can see. Lovely bit of curvature here. The boys will enjoy this. And I've caught up with Steve and Paula in front of me on their 1600 GS. 1600 not GS. There's Stephen in front of them on a GS, and then there's Dave and Erna at the front on a GS. Be rude to overtake everybody, so Let's wait and see if they stop for a coffee somewhere. Must be about that sort of time. Obviously his BMW's enjoying these cooler temperatures because he still hasn't had a radiator fix yet. So it's 173 miles to go, and we're on the L, in case it's changed, 386. The sonorous exhaust of the BMW six-cylinder. Don't know if you can hear it that well. They do sound lovely, but apparently this radiator problem issue is not an uncommon issue. It's a bit like the radiator problem on the K1300Ss. They are notorious for it as well. I've rerouted myself round to Kronenberg, and I'm now on the K40, I think it is. Looked a bit too naturey. This is the B422. Another nice road. It's a bit busy here on a Monday though. There's quite a few trucks around. Well, that was nice. Could have gone on a bit longer. B422. This is the L164. Don't worry about the B500 up through Germany. Come and do some of these around here. These are as good, with a lot less traffic on it, as you can see. This is a Monday morning. So after a little cough stop earlier, I'm back behind. Obviously I've gone a slightly different route because I did go off route at one point. So we're on the B422 at 101 miles to destination, behind Stephen Paula. Stephen, Dave and Erna on the front lead bike. Last day on tour. Really trying to enjoy this as much as possible, as it'll be a thrash back to the Yarro tunnel in the morning. Brian, you've met perhaps before if you've watched my touring videos, but he's out in Le Mans with friends for a few days, and they got talking to a couple in the bar who'd just picked up their brand new BMW 1300 GS, and it got stolen that night from their hotel. Someone had cut the fence at the back of the perimeter of the hotel, dragged it through onto a lane and away with it. Well, as I say, I don't know what precautions they took, but shows you've got to just, you know, do whatever you can to make these make it difficult for these little scroats. It's the K22. 98 miles to destination. Starting to climb a little bit up into the hill. Looks like a nice little route, this one. We're in a small town. I can't name it yet. Or is that the name of it? Echternach. E29. Pretty centre area. So I've just turned right onto this CR118. This looks like a really nice little road. So far, nice surface. Two miles of this. Nice. Further down the CR118 after a couple of roundabouts and things. Into La Rochette. Another quiet little village. I've stopped here before. Into Belgium. Cool under here, under the trees. Nice. Welcome back. This is the N40 with 38 miles to the hotel. Lovely smooth road. Very little traffic on it. A few sharp bends you have to watch out for, but generally good visibility. One thing I've concluded from the tour and my windscreen is that Germany and France has a lot more insects than we do in the UK. Now, is that down to pesticides? I don't know. But if I go out for a ride in the UK, rarely do you get many bugs on the screen. Would you agree? I'm sure I'll do a little bit. Oh, what's going on here? Sure, I'll do a little piece to camera tomorrow, but please comment as to what you think of the tour. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Obviously, thank you all to all of the current subscribers. I appreciate your continued support. And the next tour is in September when I do the Auvergne and Vercors with another big bunch of PEMC riders. The September one is not one that I've organised. All I've got to do is film it. Perhaps by then I'll be a bit more au fait with the 360 camera and can make a few more interesting shots from that. Did you enjoy those extra little shots included in the video? Sorry about my voice. I don't like it this way either. 1.4 miles. But anyway, today's been good. Weather's been favourable for us. This road surface down here is a bit crap. If they surfaced it, people would use it as a racetrack because it's rather nice. I'll put a total mileage image photo right at the end, and perhaps a few pictures. Oh, there we go. Right, see you inside. And I've just left our last hotel. I've got 200 miles to the Yarro tunnel, so I just wanted to do a little closing piece and thank you for watching if you've got this far. Hopefully give you some idea to borrow for your own tour maybe, or come on one of ours, come on one of the PMC trips. Have a look at pemc.co.uk. It's a brand new website, so it's a bit of a miserable 4-hour schlep to the Yarro tunnel. I'm just doing it the quickest way I can and see if I can get on that early train, because I've got 3.5 hours on the other side. I'll put the final mileage up at the end. So just to say, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up. It all helps with the old algorithms. And consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And thank you to my current subscribers for watching. Been a great tour. Weather's been pretty good really. We've had a couple of wet days, but generally it's been good, especially down in the Austrian Alps and the Dolomites, where that was the important part. The weather's been dry down there. Anyway, my voice is getting worse as I speak, so I'll wrap up from there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers now.